Hi, buddy, and welcome. So we're live, and so let's check this out. We've got a lot happening. We've got about 2 minutes to go. So in the auction, so I'll make sure I've got some stage lights on, and we'll get into it. So this is the auction wrap up. Looking fun. It's fun times at the moment with Axion, and lots happening in the space. Now we did a fun live stream earlier today. It was a bit of fun, bit of hangout there. So pretty cool. This is the end of auction day 131. So pretty neat. We're just going to test out the thing. So that looks to be working well. So yeah, here 110 million Axion in today's regular auction, day 131. So sold out, oversold territory, $50,000 versus 44,000. Our technical 90% sellout, 40,900. So pretty cool with that. And welcome everybody to this close. Should be fun. We've got a minute and a half to go. Now, I'm just going to just to jump to Discord and just post the link for the live stream. We'll probably run for about 15 minutes since we did a nice big one earlier. And so we'll just paste that in there and welcome. And there we go. Good to go. And that's looking good. So yeah, and let's do this. We're just about finished. 1 minute to go, folks. So pretty cool. Hope you guys are having a good day. The price has recovered a bit. So when the price we were there earlier, it was about 38.5, something like that. So 0.00385. We've now come back quite a bit to that. So we're going to look at the price in a second. So pretty cool. So there we are, coming in 31.56 ETH, just about close. 30 seconds to go. Let's have a look at the AXN today dashboard. We're going to go to check that out, close the activity updates, and there we are. We've got the auction there too. 19 seconds to go. We've got auction prices 10% higher than the Uniswap, which means that the referral commission of 10% plus the auction market discount both got eaten up in today's oversold auction. So auction is sold out. You can see the big warning there. So it's closed now. Those are the final numbers: 110. 31.56 ETH for the 110 million Axion, and auction market buybacks 100 million exactly, $40,813 going back to stakers like you and me. So congratulations for that. That's another regular day auction. Obviously we've got another one starting, and that was a big oversell. So unfortunately for people bidding into the auction, they didn't do better than the market. They did slightly at the current price, just slightly below. But they still get the 10% bonus, obviously, but they could have probably done just as good on the Uniswap. But they will get this, obviously, stake, and that's a bonus because they're going to capture more Axion and wrap Bitcoin dividends in the future. Pretty cool. So out of regular auction, when you withdraw your winnings from the auction, you have the minimum stake for 60 days. Compared to a venture capital auction, which is 120 days. So we've also, moving on, so let's quickly look at the staking. And this is going to end, and we're going to clock over to the next day. So we're going to start auction day 132, and that's going to be 25th of March. That's going to be 100 million Axion as well. And that's just started already. So that's day 132 has started. If you want to enter into the auction today, just be mindful that they've been getting oversold or highly sold. If they don't get completely oversold, they get highly sold. So just best to go in at the end of the day, maybe the last 40 minutes or 30 minutes, somewhere like that. Pay reasonably decent gas fees, so make sure that your bid gets in today's auction. And if you use the link below, you get a 10% bonus Axion. But once again, make sure that you see what the Uniswap price is versus the auction price towards the end of the day. If you want to make sure that you get the best deal for you, and the auction doesn't get oversold like it did today. Very important that you get as many of the perks as you can. So remember, the two perks are 10% referral bonus on the Axion that you get from the winnings at the end of the day. And the other one is the auction price is discounted 10%, but that does erode depending on what the demand is. And as we saw today, both of those benefits actually got eroded away with the oversell. So you would have done slightly better in Uniswap, but nevertheless, you will go to stake that, and you will get wrap Bitcoin and Axion dividends in the days and weeks ahead. So it's pretty good. Either way, you pretty much win out of it, unless it's really, really oversold. So that's where it's at. So we're about to start that again. Let's just refresh and see what see that this dashboard gets updated. So that's updated now. So we've got 100 million up again. This is another regular auction. You can see that it says regular auction at the top there. 80% of the Ethereum that bid into this auction for the 100 million goes to do market buybacks of Axion on Uniswap. This is a regular auction. We have two different auctions, regular auctions and venture capital auctions. Regular auctions are 5 days a week, and venture capital auctions are 2 days a week. And regular auctions are smaller, they're 100 million, whereas the venture capital auctions are 1 billion. And the regular auctions pay you out in Axion, and you get a 10% bonus on that. And on the venture capital auctions, they pay you out in Axion as well, but you get a 10% wrap Bitcoin back immediately back to your wallet for the amount of Ethereum that you put in. So if you put in 1 Ethereum, you get 0.1 Ethereum back in wrap Bitcoin directly to your MetaMask wallet. So pretty good deal. And you get to stake your Axion at the end of it, but the difference is that that's for 120 days in a venture capital auction, so twice as long as a regular auction. But you get those wrapped Bitcoin and Axion divs even if you do the minimum. Obviously, a lot of people are staking for 15 years or longer, maybe 5 years. They're getting a lot more shares, and therefore they get a lot more of Axion and wrapped Bitcoin dividends. So it's all good in Axion. So it's pretty neat. All right, so let's quickly check the chat there. FBAM, hello, awesome job, mate. It's good to see you, FBAM. It's always a pleasure to have you in the chat. And for your welcome to this chat. If you're new to this video, if you're new to Axion, subscribe, like, share, hit the bell for more great videos. There's lots of great videos on the channel if you want to learn about staking, auctions, liquidity pool, mining, anything, wealth management, all sorts of stuff is coming on the channel. And there's going to be a lot over the next 6 months, so watch the space on that. Got a big launch on Friday on Axion today. Going to be doing the next platform, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and be spending a lot of time on that in the next 3 to 6 months. Plus there'll be a third platform following up a week or so later, so watch out for that. It's going to be fun times. Axion is on the move, and that's just from my quarter. Obviously the Axion Foundation, Axion Today, will also be doing some great stuff, so pretty neat on that one. BB Links, how can we get significant positive price action when people are buying from the auctions and not from the free market? So what we're expecting is that we're going to get more of the net staking is eventually going to impact with more people coming on with wallets. That's the main two plays. There are 4 different pillars, but those are the 2 really big significant ones. So we just have to be patient with it at the moment. But at the moment, the direction's heading in the right place. So if you had seen my earlier live stream, we've had obviously Bitcoin pull back a bit today, so it's softened all the market, bar maybe a couple like Hex and things like that. But what we're seeing is that over the last 15 days, we've had 5.3 billion Axion minted in the auctions, but most of that, they all has to get stake minimum, period as well. But what we're finding is that we've actually had 12.3 billion has been staked. So that the net amount staked, and when it gets staked, those coins will get burned. So that goes off the marketplace, and we're getting huge results like that. So just let that momentum take place, and it's actually taking a lot of coins off the market. And so what happens is that, except for venture capital auctions where a lot of ETH goes on, you're actually going to force a little more demand onto Uniswap over time. So just let it play out. This is not a pump and dump coin. So just let it play, let those big metrics play out, and they're heading in the right direction. So it's pretty cool. So hopefully that answers your question, BB Links. I'm going to do more on that, actually, the 4 pillars, and I'm going to do a special video on that. So it'll be cool. All right, so we're well into today. Auction 133, and this is another regular auction. We are queuing up, of course, for Friday. Less than 24 hours to go now until the next venture capital auction. Venture capital auction number 5. That's a good number. Number 5. I like that number, and that's going to be 1.026 billion at 1.026 billion at the moment, and that could be slightly higher by the time we get to the start in the next 24 hours. So number 5 VCA. What does that mean? It means if you're staked, you're going to get wrapped Bitcoin in your staking page on the staking platform in real time. And if you're going to bid into that auction, that means that you're going to get 10% wrapped Bitcoin back immediately to your wallet, which you can go and spend or invest or whatever you want to do with it. Just hodl it. And you're also going to get the Axion at the end of the auction day. So pretty neat. And potentially you could even get benefit from the auction price being 10% below the market price, depending on the amount of demand that goes in there. So last venture capital auction number 4 was very bullish. so that price discount may not apply. So just keep but you will get the 10% wrap Bitcoin back. It's pretty neat, and obviously you get to stake for a minimum 120 days, and you'll get more dividends, AXN and wrap Bitcoin from that. So it's all pretty good. So let's move on just to wrap up some of the stats from the end of the day. We're going to jump to we've got 276.7 billion total supply, 66.8 billion liquid. We've got 209.8 billion stakes, so that's similar to what we had. That will probably update after the auction closes, and there's a slight delay. 517 is the crypto rank. 22,293 active stakes, 9.42 million active stake size, 1,860 days is the average staking length, which is a long time, right? This is 5 years. Market cap is 39.21 million, so it's moved up a bit since earlier today, and we'll look at the price to see why. We've just got another 15-year stake there from a fish, 4.6 million for 15 years, pretty cool. I love those notifications. And we've got 75.83% stake. The share rate is currently 1.123. That's going to go up over time, so better to stake today than tomorrow. And obviously we've got that regular auction just started. We've got that nice 10% discount to the price. Plus, of course, you get if you use a referral link, which is one in the video description, you'll get a 10% bonus. But I always tell you to go in towards the end of the day so that you know what the auction price is versus the Uniswap market price, so that you get the best deal. So just take that into account. Analytics, let's jump down to there. We're going to check out the wallets. 55 users today, that's not too bad. We had about 273 yesterday. We want to get up to that sort of level. Last week we had 523, which is pretty good. Obviously, quite a good day yesterday. And of course, the day of the week and stuff will depend, but marketing is only ramping up. So be patient with marketing with the weeks and months to come, because it needs to build upon itself, and they're rolling out. Certain things will roll out at a certain time. So don't just because they pushed the marketing button last week that everything's just going to go boom, boom, boom. They will be doing a lot of that, but it's going to happen at different times. So just got to be patient. So the number of wallets there is, let me go to the day, is 11,169, which is good. That's a nice jump. So we're moving up there, up 500 over the last week. So that's pretty good. 560, that's a pretty good move. We want to get to 2,000 is my guess. Let's have a look at the overview. We've got 447.3 billion shares, so that's really cool. And we obviously got the big paydays. If you stake over the 5-year period, you'll qualify for each of these. You need to be staked for at least 350 days over each big payday date. So the first one, the big payday, is the 29th of October this year. So you need to have a stake that's staked for 350 days over that stake. So that's the case. Now, Max Shares Club is the big deal on Axion for staking. We've got 76.56 billion Axion staked. That's incredible. Honestly incredible. We've got the best staking numbers on the planet for cryptocurrency. 5,367 stakes, and that there is people that have staked for 15.2 years, folks, and that's huge. And there's a whole ton of whales and sharks sitting in that as well. We've had 28.53 wrap Bitcoin in the first 4 venture capital auctions, and we're going to have 104 of those a year. And we've had 14.6 wrapped, Bitcoin cashed out by people that are staked. So well done to them. And quite a few of those are reinvesting their wrap Bitcoin as well. Some are just hodling it and selling it. So there we are. The Axion payout per M share is currently for day 130 is 67. That still hasn't updated yet from earlier today. Well, hopefully we'll get that updated shortly. And obviously we're back to the auction again, and the activity is pretty cool. I love this activity chart. You can see that people are staking for 15 years. You can see all the economics, the energy going on in the ecosystem. People withdrawing Bitcoin, wrap Bitcoin, and staking, all the stakes, completed stakes, lots of stuff going on there. So pretty exciting. And that's all in the last hour. Look at that. That's all in the last hour, the activity. So pretty cool. Let's quickly go to the prop market price and get to the market price. We'd like to talk about this. Obviously, we had a pullback, so we're going to check that out. So here we're on the 30-minute chart. We actually went down from 000445 after a little recovery to that point, because we had been down at 0041. We recovered, and then we have a pullback after the Bitcoin and Ethereum pullback. We're down about 13. Oh, let me redo that one. We're down about, let me take it from here. We're down about 13-14%. But we have recovered from that. We passed the 61.8 Fibonacci, which is typically a pullback after having that big run up of 285% that we had before the launch of the first VCA, and now we're back up 6.5%. So not too bad, and we're back over that 0004 mark, which is really crucial, and we're back at that just over the Fibonacci, or just at the Fibonacci line, 61.8. So let's look forward to that over this next regular auction day. We're going to get sold out pretty quick. You watch this regular auction get sold out, and then the only place that people can get Axion is on Uniswap. So coming back to your point, BB Links, is that people today will only be able to get back on get Axion on Uniswap, so that's what they'll have to do, and so that's what we're looking over time. That's going to trigger more weighty buying, but obviously the following day we've got the venture capital auction coming in, which is successful, getting sold out, oversold, not too oversold, which is good, but just doing some good numbers there. Pretty cool. And let's have a look here. So liquidity is 3.4 billion, sorry, 3.4 million US dollars. Daily volume is 585,000. So it's on the softer side. We certainly want to get that back over that 1.2 million sort of mark. Pooled ETH 2,300, and pooled Axion 9 billion. And we've had quite a few liquidity providers go in over the last 2 weeks, particularly two big ones. They've gone in there, and also the team has locked up there for another 180 days. Their pooled funds as well, so that's pretty cool. That was an announcement yesterday. We had 37,759 transactions, so all in all, a pretty good day. You can see some of the transactions that are going on in the market at the moment down the bottom there. So in the regular capital auctions, 80% of the Ethereum that goes in, and we can see that 80% of the Ethereum that goes in here will go onto Uniswap and buy Axion on there, and that gets distributed back as buybacks to all the people that are staked. So it's pretty wonderful. We have 5 auctions, regular auctions, that give Axion back to stakers. We have 2 venture capital auctions per week that give wrap Bitcoin back to stakers. And in the future, no doubt there'll be altcoins as well coming your way as stakers. So it's a great place to be in Axion for getting multiple dividends, mutual fund type investment on crypto. Real game changer. Pretty cool indeed. So that's pretty much a wrap up of the day. We'll just quickly check the news, and we've got Punky on there at the moment. Marketing is on there, so let's have a quick look at a couple of his comments. He's the marketing and strategy and marketing director. Teddy Daly, let's have a look here. Multiple changes. Let's have a look here. Just trying to see what he's got there. Definitely want to keep both auctions. Says there's Punky. Number of reasons for at least, which ironically is the daily, is a net deflator on the token right now. It's pretty cool. So net deflator means that there's obviously more being staked long term. So it's pretty cool. Everyone has to stake out of the auction, so it's just a matter of how long they stake as well. But bring home Punky here. We also need them under 100 million at least through mid-May. So what happens is a team will adjust the markets to the auctions as well to increase the value over time of the price and of the economic energy to the stakers. So there's lots happening there. Think we can go through a rebalancing, but don't want more than 500 million a week till then. So they're looking at these numbers as well. So that's pretty awesome. So this is a moving machine, as it were. So Punky's on there at the moment doing a lot of stuff on Discord. Pretty cool to see. Let's have BB Links, and I guess they will be tapering the number of Axion available over time, right? Yeah, so the Axion calculator already has that built in, but what Punky's saying is that they're actually going to do some stuff over time. So that's why it's key to look at his comments to get the real time what's going on. I mean the auctions, yeah. So typically the calculator's got when it reaches 0.001 cent, so a tenth of 1 cent, that they'll start reducing it from 1 billion down in the venture capital auctions. And he's already talking about some adjustments may occur in the regular auctions as well. So he's actually saying some stuff live now on that. He's got, yeah, we think we can through rebalancing, but don't want more than 500 million a week till then. Yeah, swing trading is rough on the token, high short-term earning potential, but ultimately something that's depressing the whole market. So we've got that swing trading going on. We've got a lot of OGs that have come out of the market, still some around, of course, and I'm tracking a couple of those. You can see them on the Ethereum thing, some of the whales still there. The other thing is that obviously Bitcoin has dampened down that market at the moment, so that's, you know, there's not much you can do about that at this stage. This is why the focus is on the wallets. We need to target wallet growth as a primary goal. So that's what he's just said just now. So this is fresh off the press, hot off the press, as it were, from the strategy and marketing directors online and Discord at the moment. So pretty cool. and naturally you can get on there and ask them a question if you want to get because they're the ones that are going to be changing the auctions around. But at the moment, I think they're working pretty well. We've just got a few of those other variables playing out. Patricia Steer is here. Hi there, Patricia. Nice to see you again. So Patricia's one of the 3 hosts from Axion Today's show, and I'll be on that show on Friday, America time. So that's going to be fun, and we'll be talking about a lot of stuff, including launch of the second platform under the AXN token community promotions. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. Look forward to seeing you then, Patricia. So it'll be fun. And yeah, so that's what's going on right now. Punky's in the chat. I saw T-Dally also. T-Dally's the head dev. I guess they have a head dev. Certainly there's at least 5 chief devs and a lot of other community devs as well. So just looking at some of his comments in there. A few comments. This is not happening because of multiple changes. The auction inflation is planned accordingly, and now we have Punkonomics to do the math for us. Math. That's really funny. Axiom was supposed to be inflated to 500 billion in the first year. Yeah, so originally we're going to have massive inflation with the Hex free claim, and a lot of that's gone, folks. So if we go back to the Axion Today dashboard, which you can find in the link in the video description, we have a total supply of 276 billion. So that's pretty cool. And at the moment we have, even though we have 2.5 billion Axion tokens minted per week, 2 billion in the 2 venture capital auctions altogether, and the other $500 million in the divided by the 5 daily regular auctions on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. They are being outstripped by net staking, in particular also by 15-year stakes. So we can see that that's just climbing. We're almost at 80 billion. We're not far away from hitting 80 billion on that, so it's pretty promising. But certainly, Patricia says, yeah, should be fun. That's talking about the show on the Friday. It's pretty cool. I will post the link to that on, I think it may be out already, but I'll post the link to that on the community notice board on this channel. So pretty cool. And the other thing is that, let me just go to my studio, my analytics studio for YouTube. We'll just check that out. It's funny. I planned a certain length of the live stream, and then I always go over. I don't know. It's just so much fun being on the Axion, really. So currently at 1,490 subscribers on this channel. So 10 away from 1,500 subscribers here on YouTube. That's really cool. And getting to 2,000 is really critical because that really helps generate even more mass there for viewership. So looking forward to getting to that. So 1,490, that's pretty good, and yeah, onwards and upwards for that one. And so if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe to this channel. For all those people watching after this live stream, subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell for further notifications. And we'll just finally wrap it up with this price here. It's definitely come up here, back up here, 0004, almost 0041. That's nice, and we want to get that back. Let's have a look at the daily on this price chart, and we can see that we're on the Fibonacci retrace, so we're at the dailies looking like us. We've got a few reds, but we're back at that. Let's hope for a bounce from here, and look forward to that. We need a bit more price data to see what's happening in the next day or two, to see what's going to happen with this now. We should probably, I'm expecting us to move kind of sideways, but we'll see. It depends what Bitcoin and Ethereum do as well. If they have another pullback again, if Bitcoin's staying over that $50,000 mark. That was at 52,000 earlier today. So as long as that stays there, we should be okay. And I'm still optimistic about a third wave for Bitcoin moving up to that 70, 80,000 US dollar mark from here. Sometimes it has a nice pullback. As long as it's not too severe, it can then take off for another one. So we'll look out for that. I do like Da Vinci 15's channel, and I'm going to check out some of his videos on that. He has some good commentaries on that. But once again, he has to adapt to the new information that the market presents. So let's have a look down here, see what we've got. Anything more from Punky here. Focus on wallets here. So they're mainly focused on wallets and the marketing team, so just give them a few weeks and months to start generating those numbers with their marketing budget. So pretty cool. And hey, Axion's one of the few cryptos, if not the only one that has a proper marketing team and a proper marketing budget, and one that's built in to the auction system as well as the dev pool. So I think we're in good hands there. So it's looking cool. And they've got lots more product innovations coming up as well. Yeah, it looks like someone said every day there are 10 to 12 billion liquid Axions in 610 wallets. Yeah, like all young tokens, we're a bit top heavy. We're shaking the weak rate, and the strong holders are all working together to help serious community action. So we also have the whales and the board of directors, and that's another super pillar to have in the Axion community. So I think that's pretty neat. But you've also got a few of them that still haven't. So. And Punky's got more ads are releasing this week. Our marketing campaign is still well above the national average on click-through rate. So last time he talked about the initial numbers were 15%, which is like double the amount. That's a pretty awesome conversion rate. And they've also pretty much 2.5 times, I think, their marketing spend with making good contract deals with the marketers. International Business Services, Danger Digital, also in the play. So pretty neat on that. Keep an eye. Where are these ads? Keep an eye out. I doubt you'll have to wait a full 48 hours before it's in your face. So there we are, folks. 2 days. Within 2 days, you could see a lot of marketing going around. We've obviously got stuff that's kind of come up on DEX tools and on, I guess, the tech companies as well, Google, YouTube, stuff like that. So watch the space for that. Yeah, pretty neat. So Punk is on there now, so it's no reason to get off this live stream while we've got such good information coming in real time. So we'll see what he has to say, and we'll stay on for a bit more to hear that. Patricia Steer, what's your favorite Smiths album? BB Links asks you, Patricia. We're waiting for the answer. And we're waiting. We're waiting, Patricia. We're waiting. No, I don't even know who Smiths is, so I don't know who that is. Music. Is it a country music? I don't know. Smiths, is it like a soft rock music? Okay, so someone says, sir, when we saw huge exits, soon friends, says Punky, I need some time to finish market testing. I feel a huge responsibility to manage out collective advertising dollars, so I won't be rushing to blast out ads that don't get traction. It's not about flash, it's about wallets. That's what I've been saying, right? Give them time. They've been doing a lot of A/B testing. They've got to be patient with the marketing. At least the marketing is kicked off. People say when marketing, well, it's kicking off, but they've got to do analytics and then the rollout. I mean, it's just practical, real-world stuff. I mean, if you've been in corporate environment, you know that this is how it rolls out. So, in fact, I've seen a lot of corporates. A lot of corporates do rush it, and they get really bad results because they're just basically, it's like a blunt instrument. They just boom, spend all the money across all the platforms, and it's not well targeted. So these guys are doing programmatic targeting. They're doing A/B testing, and they're really sorting out which platforms, which ads. And they've also got a big network through IBS, International Business Services, to distribute that. And the stuff that's really cool is Danger Digital, in my view, is doing a lot of SEO work, and that's going to be redoing the website for SEO. So even though the website's really nice now, it's not set up well for SEO. In fact, I've done a lot of analysis on that. A lot of the words that it's set up for, Hex 3T, the old token. So it needs to get ranked up. They've already ranked it first on the page for Axion. But it needs to get ranked up on a lot of the keywords as well. So that's what Danger Digital will do, and it's a big deal. That makes a lot of difference. And if you want to see some of the words that they're probably tracing, is check out the brand video that I've done 2 days ago, and there's got some keywords they're probably using on that. But that's probably not the only list. So pretty cool. So there's another one there from Punky Belster. The market testing is going so well, by the way. Already narrowing down target demographics, ad click-through rates, lots of math, but our own Danger Digital with Boondock Saint and Corrective Digital, Call Me Jace, which is Joel. So he's the creative director. It's really cool. He did the brand guide, which I've done a video on 2 days ago. So check that out in the video library on this channel. On board, so solid. I'll take out this word. So solid. So there we are. Pretty cool. So it's all moving, folks. Just be patient. Yeah, crypto's full of swing traders. We've got swing traders going in and out, but we've got all the fundamentals in Axion are moving in the right direction. Our net staking's in the right direction. Our marketing's heading in direction. The quality of our team, our devs, and our marketing's heading in the right direction. So if you think you're in a pump and dump token and you want to be in one of those, there's plenty of them out there on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. So this is quite a different, opportunity, and it's a supercharged opportunity, really. A lot of those, if there's a massive pullback, they'll get actually hammered. So it's good stuff. I'm liking where this is heading. Once I said, things go exponential once you start getting those wallet growth on top of the net staking going up. So it just goes exponential because the coins get sucked off eventually. Even though you think there's a lot of coins coming out, there's actually not when demand is so high. And so then suddenly the marginal price on Uniswap just goes beep, beep, beep. We get another nice parabola on there. Just like if you look at the Hex chart, we get these parabolas on there. Let me have a look at that. I'm expecting Hex to break out too, by the way. That's what I'm looking forward. That bodes well for it because Hex is another certificate of deposit. So we'll watch that one too. Trish says, no, not soft rock. It used to fall under new wave or post punk. Oh, I like those styles too. That's cool. As categories go. BB Link says, good call. I agree. And BB Link says, Johnny Marr is such an underrated guitarist. I might have to check that out later. So look at what's happening on Hex at the moment with these spike candles in the daily, and so it's I think it's gearing up. But what I want to show you really is the parabola. So let's open this up and look at. So Hex is 1 year and 4 months in. We're only we're just into our 4th month, is it? Yeah. So there's the parabolas, folks. So see, this is actually quite an interesting looking chart. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is on the 4th one. Like typically on 3 ones, some people say 3 is good, and then on the 4th one you're going to dive, right? But on this one, hey, look at, you see this accumulation going with these higher lows, and they're trying to bust through that 0.1415 mark. And so this is what we should hopefully expect. We should be we should probably be down here. We should start expecting these big exponential price rises at some stage because we've got all the metrics going in the right place. And the Punkynomics and the team are looking at that to get that, to keep supporting that. And they've done brilliant stuff. The max share campaign, heck, they were only after 30 billion originally, and now we're already up at 76.5 billion, heading towards 80 billion. And that net figure, that minting, is getting way overshadowed by the staking percentages. So as we said, we're over 2x factor, probably 2.3x factor the last 15 days. So that bodes well. We want that trend to continue, obviously, but we don't need it in some regards because they want a 30 billion, and now we're up at that high mark. And but on the other hand, we still want the customer, still not customers number, but we still want wallet numbers to step up with the marketing. I think that's will help bring what is inevitable forward. It will bring it earlier, and that's, we want to see that, because that price also helps pull people in, not just the marketing, right, from the existing crypto community around the world, which is getting bigger by the day. So hopefully that helps with some of my views on it. Those are just my opinions. Obviously not investment advice, but that's where I see it. So pretty cool. So that's the Hex, and you can see the parabola, and I think it's going to break out for Hex into the 4 to 10 cent range. Is what I'm expecting, and so we'll see whether that happens. But that's what I'm expecting with that, and we'll get out of there. And so that's sort of a mirror in some regards of where I think that AXN will head with those big movements up, and hopefully we won't have that zigzag like that. We'll have a more of a staircase. Hopefully we'll have more of a staircase going up. I keep using my hands, but we'll probably have more of a staircase going up. It's a bit easier to do, so watch the folks on that. So we'll just watch this in the next couple of days. Be interesting to see what the price chart does there, and we'll find out soon enough. Let's go back and see what anything more Punky's done. Sup Jones. Would it be better to put the Uniswap discount only on the VCA auctions, so when the people buy Axion? It's good for both. People buying an auction is good for us. Agreed. So I think that's a good wrap up. What have we got? 33 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this extended auction, a regular auction, and we've started obviously a new day. And let's have a quick check before we finish. We've got no Ethereum in there yet, but I expect some Ethereum. Probably just after I finish the live stream, Ethereum will pop in there. But once again, if you want to get 10% bonus, use the link in the video description. But don't enter until the end of the day so that you know you're getting the best deal for you with both the auction market discount and the 10% referral. At least get one of those, if not both, benefits by the end of the day. And then within 24 hours, which 23 and a half hours, we're going to be having our 5th venture capital auction and more instant wrap Bitcoin dividends for us during those 24-hour periods. So it's going to be exciting times. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll catch you tomorrow, onwards and upwards. And was it I just forget it now. Forget the catchphrase. Bake it till you make it, or stake it and bake it. Stake it and bake it. That's a Patricia favourite. So I hope you enjoyed that one. And I'll catch you next time. Let me just find out the end button. There we are. Thanks very much, and thanks for watching all.